Hey guys, Guitar Thrasher 999 here, or as most of you don't know, my real name is actually Jacob. I've had a couple of requests to do tabs or a guitar tutorial on how to do Crown the Empire's Makeshift chemistry off their new album, The Fallout. So I thought I'd take a little bit of time out of my day to show you guys how to play it. Now this is all done by ear, so it's how I've interpreted how it will be played. So it's not going to be 100% to how the band plays it or how you may interpret it from the way I've learnt it and the way you learn it. So the tuning for this song is in drop C. So your low E string, the top one here, is actually a C, then your A is a G, then your D is a C, your G string is actually an F, your B string is now an A, and your high E, the bottom one here, is now a D. So you end up with the tuning of C, G, C, F, A, D. So what I'll do is I'll go through the song bit by bit with you, playing it full speed, half speed, and then breaking it down most of the time. So I'll do the little bit of the intro first at full speed, so it sounds like this. So that's the intro. So right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up into 4 sections for you, so to make it easier. So the first section is this. So that's just a couple of opens on the low E string onto a 12, pull off, and then a more open. So you end up with this. Now that's the first section, and the second section goes like this. Now what that is that's on the 5th fret on the low C string, up to the 8th fret on the low C string, down to the 2nd fret on the low string, so you end up with this. Now if you put those two together and you end up with this. So that's it. Now if you take the pattern for the first time and use that as the pattern for the third time, you end up with this. And then you've got the 4th section, which sounds like this. And what that is that's the 4th fret on the 2nd string, there. So if you put all those together, you end up with this. So that's that. Now if you take section 1 and 2, that preludes most of the verse. So this is what the verse sounds like at full speed. So it's like that. Now a little bit slower. So you take section 1 and 2 from the intro and you use that as most of the verse. So you end up, you already know this pattern. Now the second bit sounds a little bit differently, but it still follows the same pattern. So you've got the, then you go up to the 4th string on the 4th fret on the 2nd string, and then down to the 8th fret on the C string, on the low C string, and then down to the 5th fret on the low C string. So you end up with. So in altogether, the first half of the verse sounds like this. Now the second part of the verse has the same bit as the first part of the verse, the first section, but the tempo has changed a little bit on the drums, so don't get thrown off by that. So you end up with like this for the second part of the verse. Like that. Now the first section is the same, so I won't go through that again, but the second section goes like this. And then you do the 8th fret on the low C, up to the 10th fret on the low C, and then up to the 12th fret, and then back down to the 10th fret, up to the 12th fret, and up to the 14th fret, all on the same low C. So you end up with this. So that's the whole pattern. Now you end up like this for the whole verse. little section goes like this. Just in case you couldn't see it through my hand that way. I did make one little mistake. I am quite tired. I've had a long day today, so excuse any mistakes I may make. So that's the whole verse and the intro. So what we'll now do is we're going to the pre-chorus. So you end up with this little bit that leads into the pre-chorus. Now what you do is you bar the 8th fret, so you've got C, G, C, all barred, and you end up with... Then you go to an open on the same 3 strings, up to the 3rd fret on the same 3 strings, up to the 8th fret again on the same 3 strings, and then down to the 7th fret on the same strings. So what you end up with is this. Sorry. So that's the pre-chorus. Again, I'm sorry for any mistakes I made. I'm extremely tired. So we now go into the chorus, which sounds like this. So the pattern for this one, it's always the same strumming pattern, so it makes it a little bit easier. So you end up with up to the 7th fret on the same 3 strings. So C, G, C, all 7. Up to the 8th fret, same 3 strings. Back down to the 5th fret, same 3 strings. Now you go to the open, same 3 strings. Up to the 7. Up to the 8. Up to the 11. So you end up with all that. So far you should have the intro, verse, pre-chorus and the chorus all down. So I'll just go through all of it to make sure that you understand where we're going.